everybody, it is I, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe CB. And happy Thursday, guys. And Thursday is always our class that we like to call Picture This. What is Picture This? Picture This is when I give you guys an image, a photograph, a painting, any kind of still image. And your job is to write a song chorus or a poem based on whatever it is that I give you the picture of. Now, the theme is entirely up to you. You see it, whatever you see in that photograph, that's what I want you to write about. This is your story. This is your universe. So whatever picture that I give you, when you look at it, I want you to write whatever is in your heart, whatever makes that image come to mind, write those things down. Why do we do this? Well, I love this exercise because it forces you very quickly to take an image and then take your gut reaction and start putting it in motion. And it really helps. It's like fuel for your thought process to come up with songs. Like, I say this to you guys all the time, but I'll say it again. I don't always feel super creative. So, these are like little mind tricks to get you to put yourself in a more creative place so that when you are working with somebody and you have to push out something that's creative in a small amount of time, you can go to the recesses of your mind and activate those things with things like this. This is a great exercise that sharpens your mind. Like, we did this a lot when we were still open at the studio in Inglewood. We had a big giant television, We had a big giant screen TV, and a lot of times if we weren't watching a video or something, if the TV just remained on, it would go into this mode of screensaver mode, and it would just start showing these images. And that's what got me started on this idea. It was like, wow, they would show these beautiful pictures, of like nature or, a mountain with, clouds or like show the ocean during a storm or a little girl holding balloons or, there would always something there would always be an image in there that would just make me go, oh my God, that is like there's so much story in that still image. I love that. I love that you can, it can kickstart your ideas to get, your creativity flowing. Another one is like movies or other songs, Other songs will activate my interest, or I'll hear something that I really like and I say, wow, I'm not going to steal that, but I want that feeling, but I want to write something with that same sort of idea. I don't mean to take a melody or take like anyone's music. That's stealing. That's wrong. But you can take an idea that someone has and sort of put your own ideas with that same kind of vibe, and you can come up with things like that. But like a photograph to me is really cool because especially certain photographs really tell a story and they don't need words, but it's nice that you have a pen and paper there and you start writing things that make you feel some sort of way when you look at the picture. Now, like I said earlier, It doesn't matter what the picture is. There's no wrong way to do this. If it was a picture of a dog and it made you think about your mom, because your mom had a dog like that, that's fine. I would like you, though, to incorporate the subject matter to the photograph, but it doesn't have to. Again, this is your universe. This is your story. So whatever you decide, that's what you decide. So like I said, I always say that there's no right or wrong way to do this exercise. It's all up to the person. You know, they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. The story here is in the eye of the beholder. So if you're staring at an image and that image makes you feel some sort of way, write those things down. But like I want to tell you, look, when I give you an image, focus on it, look at everything in the image. Write those things down on paper. Everything you see, all the physical details, like whatever it is, whatever that picture is, write it down. They might be useful later for parts of your story. Well, anyway, what I want to do right now is I'm going to show you the photograph that I picked for tonight's assignment. So without further ado, here is your picture. Okay, so you saw the photograph. It's a cool painting. The guy holding his head like this, and he's breaking up, like fading away, like he's crumpling, like almost like feathers or leaves coming off of a tree. So I stood and stared at that. And I just looked at it. And of course, you know, I start putting my ideas into motion. I see a whole thing. I always try to find a whole story in something, and this is where if you have a good imagination, you've seen a lot of movies, you watch a lot of TV shows, they all help in scenarios or real life history, something that really happened to you. Maybe something in that photograph reenacts something that you have had happen in your past. I don't know. Like I said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, or the story. A story is in the eye of the beholder. So, of course, I stared at the picture for a long time. And, and I tell you this all the time. When you look at a picture, I want you to stare at it until you kind of fade away into a daydream. But don't start daydreaming about other stuff. Daydream in the picture, and then when everything fades away and dissolves, you're not really here anymore, I want you to be thinking about the picture. But when you pull back and you're back sitting at your desk, start writing down whatever that made you feel. So I wrote some lyrics based on what I saw. Okay, so this is what I wrote. I'm just one drink away from drowning. I'm hanging by a thread and I can't hold on. I'm paralyzed, my heart is pounding as I fade into oblivion until I'm gone. I'll read it one more time. I'm just one drink away from drowning. I'm hanging by a thread and I can't hold on. I'm paralyzed and my heart is pounding. I fade into oblivion until I'm gone. So when I saw that picture, I pictured somebody with a lot of problems. Maybe they drink to escape. He's barely holding on. He's hanging by a thread. I love that desperation, the sound of that desperation. I'm hanging by a thread and I can't hold on. I'm paralyzed. My heart is pounding. Like, when you're scared, you can't move, but your heart is racing. I fade into oblivion until I'm gone. It means he's dissipating. He's fading into oblivion. Now, that's a metaphor. It's not physically accurate, but it's a metaphor. So that is what I came up with. I have a melody to this too, but I'll reveal that later. That's for another day. So guys, until we see each other next time, have a great weekend. This is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend Joe Seavey. I love you guys. Be safe, be careful, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, peace out.